Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be looking at this year's Indigenous Gurnseys. Yes, the AFL 2022 Sir Doug Nicholls Round / Indigenous Gurnseys. They've been released today. I have put in so much effort to make this video possible for you guys in a very quick and short time space. And wow, some of these Indigenous Gurnseys look fantastic. So in today's video, we're going to be going over team by team the Indigenous Guernsey that they have got, and we are going to be ranking them as well at the end, or hopefully ranking them at the end on time. So there's 18 to go through. Not going to waste any time. Let's go ahead and get right into things. So we're going to be going team by team. So let's start off with the Adelaide Crows. So the Adelaide Crows, I like their Indigenous Guernsey. It does look pretty cool. It is kind of similar to last year, I believe. A little bit similar to last year's. They got the crow in the middle, and then, of course, some things on the side. And then the AFLW team wore the same Guernsey, just with a yellow variant. So it's looking really nice and clean for the Adelaide Crows. I'm liking this one. It looks pretty cool. Yes, definitely similar to last year's, but the Indigenous Gurnseys, they do always look the best. They look fantastic, and yeah, this is another example of a great one. It's amazing. You can just see there on the top, looks great. The crow in the middle, of course, that's the main highlight of the Guernsey, is the crow in the middle. But boy, these do look. This one does look great. I like this one. The Crows, they've done a good job with this one for their 2022 Indigenous Guernsey. I'm liking it. Of course, the yellow collar and cuffs as well. And it'll be played through round 10 and 11. But yeah, I like this one. Pretty good. Now, onto the Brisbane Lions. Now, I am liking the look of this one. So they've got it with the white shorts and the purple maroon shorts. Now, they've gone with the white collar and cuffs, which is interesting. Not sure if I'm the biggest fan of it, but look, it doesn't look too bad, actually. I don't mind. It doesn't look too bad. Now, of course, they've got like a little V, not really like a massive sort of V, just like a whitish sort of V, which I like that. Looks pretty cool. And then that is where the white obviously would come into the collar and cuffs, is through the outline of the V. And then I'm liking this one as well. This one looks pretty good. And I do like it. Obviously, I'm not an Indigenous expert, so I'm going to try and be very careful with the words that I use. But I like this Guernsey for Brisbane. It's looking pretty nice and clean. So, yeah, I like this one. And I like the colours that they've used. Again, the maroon looks superb on the Guernsey. It looks great with everything else as well. Now, onto Carlton, and I think Carlton's Indigenous Gurnseys are always the best, because obviously, like, their normal Guernsey may not be that interesting, the navy blue with the white logo, or the white with the navy blue logo. So I always love their Indigenous Gurnseys. They always look fantastic, because it really brings some life into their Guernseys. So this one, again, no exception. I love this one as well. Looking great. It just looks so vibrant and great for Carlton. But yeah, it looks amazing. I like the colours that they've used. The black and the lighter variant of blue as well looks great. You can see there the navy blue there, and their logo's still in the middle and looks perfectly fine with the black outline. It's looking great, that one. I'm liking this one, and whenever Carlton produce an Indigenous Guernsey, I am most likely going to be a fan of it, just because it's a little bit different than their, you could say, boring kind of jumper. But look, I like this one. This is a good one. Now, onto Collingwood. Now, I don't mind this one as well. Still going with the black and white stripes with the feathers. Now, I do actually know the story behind this one. This one is that these feathers are of old and ready to be replaced with new, or something along the lines of that. Now, Collingwood, again, their black and white stripes are pretty cool, and with the feathers on it, it just adds a little bit more to it for Collingwood. So I like this one. Then you can see in the black stripes that there is some more things in there as well, looking pretty clean. And again, you don't want to go over the board for these Guernsey. You don't want to put stuff everywhere. But yeah, again, this one's nice, clean, not a lot, but again, still really looks great and appealing. So I like this one. It's good. So Collingwood, they've done a good job with this one. Now onto Essendon. Now Essendon and Richmond, of course, they play in Dreamtime at the G. One of the most anticipated, exciting games of the year. No matter the result, of course it's going to be amazing. So can't wait for Dreamtime at the G. Essendon, they've done something amazing this year with their Indigenous Guernsey. Look at that. I'm not sure if you see it, but do you see the red kind of highlight? I'm not sure how you would explain it, but like the red kind of twilight highlight thing, not twilight, red, almost red kind of twilight, as if like the time twilight. Looks amazing on the outside of the beautiful sash, the circle there. Dreamtime at the G as always. I'm liking it. This is a really good one. Essendon done a good job. Red and black is a nice colour scheme, so you've got plenty to work with, and wow, they've done a brilliant job, have Essendon, this year with their Indigenous Guernsey. I am definitely a fan of it, and can't wait to see it in action at the G versus Richmond. It's gonna look amazing. It looks already amazing just in this photo. Now on to Fremantle. Now Fremantle, I like theirs this year. They've got the feathers which represent, of course, their usual chevrons on their Guernsey. They've got a little star poppy flower thing. I can't quite work it out, but again, as I said, I'm not any master. Then they've got this here as well, adding to the Guernsey. It looks amazing. Of course, as I said before, all Indigenous Guernseys look amazing because it really is different from a normal jumper, and they don't just make little tweaks, they do go above and beyond, and the result is fantastic. And just these little additions down at the bottom make the Guernsey look like something completely different compared to if it was just this top half. And they've done a different purpley colour as well, which looks amazing. I love this Guernsey. This is a great Guernsey, this one for Fremantle. They've done a great job. I like how the feathers still make the chevrons perfectly. So then it's obviously not taking away their normal kind of Guernsey, but adding this stuff down the bottom. And on the purple, it just looks fantastic. Stuff on purple does look great, especially when Freo managed to do it. They always manage to make stuff good on purple. Now on to Geelong. I'm not sure whether it's the same as last year or similar to last year, but I'm kind of getting vibes that it's pretty similar to last year. Now, of course, we're going to keep going through it again. I do like this one. I don't think it's my favourite, but I do like it. I like how the lines aren't just like hoops, like straight hoops. I like how they've gone a little bit not so straight, which makes the Guernsey look better. And it's not just white either. There's grey on it as well, or navy blue. And it does look great. It does have a great effect. Again, white and navy blue, especially when it's like this, on a kind of a fade kind of thing. Boom. That looks fantastic. So this is a great Guernsey as well. Now on to Gold Coast. Now it's not the same as last year, but it is similar. Now, of course, I do like the sun coming out from the side. Of course, it's Gold Coast Suns, so you kind of need to have it on there somewhere. The logo, as per usual, is on there. Now, I'm not sure, crocodile, alligator, something like that down there. And then a little bit more design on the top as well, which I'm liking it. It's a nice Guernsey. Gold Coast last year's was pretty good as well. I do like this one as well. It's pretty cool. Of course, all Indigenous Guernseys are cool. I like this one on the red. It does, you can't really call it straight out right red, but whatever red colour this is, it's looking nice. And I am liking this Guernsey by Gold Coast. Similar to last year, they've added, which makes it look good and different. Of course, adding is very important, but again, it looks great. Nice Guernsey. Now, onto GWS. They've rolled with the same few Guernseys for the past few years for Indigenous Gurnseys. This year they've done something totally different to match their new Guernsey rebrand, because last year they had the Guernsey rebrand and had the 2020 Indigenous Guernsey, which didn't really fit. But this year they have changed it to their new Guernsey Revamp, which is so exciting. And I like this one. It does look just like their new Guernsey, except with a few different colour changes. Of course, that's normally charcoal black up there, but it's white. And look inside the G. It looks fantastic. It looks very colourful. Of course, with the orange, how can it not be colourful? It looks amazing up the top and amazing in the orange section. And there's still your little band of charcoal black as well. That had to be on the Guernsey somewhere. But wow, this is a very good Guernsey. GWS do make some pretty good Guernseys, especially when it comes to Indigenous. And yeah, this one is no exception. This one is looking nice and good. Now on to Hawthorn. Now Hawthorn have said goodbye to the stripes, the vertical stripes in this year's Indigenous Guernsey, and they're going for something a little bit different. And I don't mind it. As you can see, they're coming out of the bottom. Some teams do tend to forget about the top or the bottom of the Guernseys, but Hawthorn, they've kind of forgotten about the top, but definitely not the bottom. Now, this Guernsey does look pretty good. Now, Hawthorn, their stripes are missing, but I'm not sure. I feel like I possibly almost like it. In a way, something different than the stripes, and then you can see there those little patches up the top, and of course with the brown collar and cuff. But yeah, I am liking this one from Hawthorn. I think it's pretty cool. A whole different concept and design, which again, when you go out of the normal for a Guernsey, it can add that extra bang effect as well, and I feel like that's exactly what this one does. And the brown and the gold, they do look pretty good on each other as well. So I'm happy with this Guernsey. It looks pretty cool. Now, Melbourne, they have had their Indigenous Guernsey announced for a little while now, and I love this one. Now, they have gone red down the bottom and blue on the top, which they normally go red on the top, blue on the bottom, so a little bit different. They've gone for still their normal, V kind of thing there, and they've done the blue into the red fantastically. It's a blue fade, red fade into red, and fade into blue, of course. Looks amazing. Now, another thing, they got the long sleeve variant there as well. Of course, Langdon, Hunt, and who else, like Cozzy may even pull on the long sleeves for this game. So, again, if they were to go ahead and do so, it's nice that they've provided what a long sleeve variant would look like. And yeah, it looks great. I reckon this could be one of the best there. I just love it. They've put a lot of effort into this by the looks of things. It looks amazing. I do think one of the best. You got bird down there as well. Fantastic. I love, one of my favourite things about this Guernsey though is the fade and the colours. The colours look electric and the fade is amazing. I think this is probably one of the best this year. It's looking really, really, really good. Now, on to North Melbourne. Now, last year, they produced the best Indigenous Guernsey. In my opinion, they had the best Indigenous Guernsey. And putting on the kangaroo, fantastic. I love when the team puts on their logo, like the crows with the crows, and Brisbane do it with their normal jumpers, and North have put on the kangaroo. It looks fantastic. I like this one. The blue and the white looks fantastic, and it goes from kind of almost like a bit of a fade as well. And when you use the fade technique, boy, you can get a good look on your Guernsey. And this one, no exception, North Melbourne. It looks fantastic. I don't know. Watch till the end to find out if North Melbourne have got the best Indigenous Guernsey 2 years in a row. But wow, this looks amazing. I do really like this one. The kangaroo adds the real cool effect. But again, I like this one by North Melbourne. Nice. Now, on to Port Adelaide. Now, Port Adelaide's Guernsey looking nice this year as well. Now, it's on a black base plate Guernsey kind of thing. And then they've got the teal and white, I think that might be white. It doesn't look straight out white, but grey, white, something like that. I'm not quite entirely sure, but looks great. Then you've got, I'm not sure what bird that is. That might be a swan down the bottom, maybe. Pelican. Not quite entirely sure, but again, it's nice, looking good. You can see that the Indigenous symbols are making out their traditional top of the thing with the two V's. And again, of course, keeping that is pretty key to making a good Guernsey. But from Port Adelaide, don't mind this one. It's looking nice, looking clean, and yeah, nice Guernsey. Now, of course, most of you probably watch this video to see Richmond and Essendon's Dreamtime Guernseys. Well, here is Richmond's, of course, also Dreamtime at the G. Now, if I had to pick, this will be a spoiler alert for later. If I had to pick which one out of Richmond or Essendon is better, I would have to say Essendon. So there's already a spoiler alert for the ranking. But yeah, I do like this Richmond one. So of course you've got yellow in the sash, and then the Indigenous symbols inside the sash. It's looking nice. Everywhere else is black, I believe. So again, they haven't gone over the top, which sometimes can be better than adding everything everywhere. Sometimes it can just produce a way cleaner effect, which that's exactly what Richmond's Guernsey is. Super clean, very clean, super clean, of course. So I like it how they've done it inside the sash, but not focused outside. It is good. I like it. And of course, it just really produces a nice clean effect. Yellow and black, they do work, and everything inside the sash looks absolutely stunning. Now on to St Kilda. Now I don't mind this Guernsey. I'm going to say it's not my favourite. It's already spoiler alert for later. I've already produced some massive hints for later on in the video. But yeah, this one's not the best. I'm a fan, but not really a fan at the same time. I do see the red and the black, of course, big white in between, and it does show a story of like the Indigenous hunting and all that. And you can see like blood and all that on it, red and black on the white. Not a massive fan, but it's still okay. There is a fair bit going on and a fair bit of colour everywhere on the white, which kind of makes it almost why I'm not the biggest of fans of this one. But again, it's still a good Guernsey. Of course, all Indigenous Guernseys are good, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this one in particular. Now on to Sydney. Now Sydney, they've had the same or similar designs for the past few years. They've gone different on this one, and I definitely do think that it has paid off. You can see that their little like Sydney Opera House there, which they normally have on their Guernsey. Oop, that's just super clean. That's just super clean. Sorry about that. I was just going out into my photos because of this. Yeah, it just accidentally happened. But yeah, that's looking great. I'm liking this Sydney one. It's looking nice. I just like the red, the blue, and all that is so cool. But yeah, it's amazing. I do like Sydney Guernseys. They do always produce a great Indigenous Guernsey, and this one has no exception. I like everything on the bottom of the Guernsey. You can still see some faint stuff on the top as well. This one is a nice Guernsey. The blue, I'm actually a bit of a fan of it. Not the strongest of fans, but a bit of a fan of it, showing all the connections and all that with the red. I'm a fan of this one. I'm definitely a fan. Now on to West Coast. Now I believe this is similar or the same from last year. I'm not quite entirely sure which one it is, but similar or same. Now again, this one does look pretty cool as well. I like how they've got the designs up there, and then some faint yellow designs throughout the Guernsey, and of course the main thing being this animal here. So again, I'm a fan of the Guernsey. It's probably not the greatest Guernsey that I've ever seen, but again, it's still great and still pretty good. So yeah, I don't mind this one. It looks pretty cool, especially with this animal poking out, and the yellow and the blue does fit. Now, last but not least, the Western Bulldogs. I think it's pretty similar to last year, or maybe the same. They have kind of forgotten about the top area of the Guernsey, which is not the greatest, but again, the bottom is packed full of stuff. So yeah, it looks like a great Guernsey as well. So pretty similar to last year, and I didn't mind last year's Guernsey. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice design, nice colours, the red, white, and blue. Of course, you can see they're the red, the blue, and the white. So of course, all their Guernsey colours are on this. And then, yeah, with the red collar and cuffs, it just does make the Guernsey pop a little bit more. So a nice Indigenous Guernsey to finish things off before the ranking. Of course, we're running out of time now. So now it is time to do the ranking. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and do the ranking now. And yeah, we don't really have a lot of time, but we are going to go ahead and rank them. So I'm going to do them all on here. Well, nah, we'll go back to them actually. So starting off with my least favourite design, that will be going to St Kilda. St Kilda is my least favourite design. Now, my 17th favourite is Gold Coast, or my second least favourite. Again, I do like the sun, but just not the biggest fan of this one. My third least favourite is Port Adelaide. It does look a little bit almost like an Indigenous kind of train-up, warm-up Guernsey. But again, yeah, just not really feeling the vibe with this one. Now, in 15th spot, I have Hawthorn, a great Guernsey. But again, there is still there's still plenty that are better than this one, unfortunately enough, for Hawthorn. Now, next up, I have Geelong. Again, I did like this one, but yeah, again, it is pretty similar to last year, but yeah, I haven't never been the biggest fan of this one, but still great Guernsey. Now in 13th is West Coast. I still do love the design and like the design, but yeah, there is definitely some better here. But again, I still love all these Guernseys, love them all. But yeah, this one is 13th. Now, next up, I'm unfortunately enough going to say Fremantle. Now, I did really like the Guernsey, but some of these do just have a little bit better and a little bit more than Fremantle. I love this one. but again, it was really hard to pick. I still feel Freo are definitely better than where they are, but wow, this just goes to show the amount of good Guernseys that are on this list is insane, that this one's being all the way down in 12th. Now, next up, I have got Collingwood. Now, I do like their Guernsey, but again, as I said, the amount of brilliant Guernseys that are on this list is insane, that again, not all of these can be going on there. Not all these can, go into the top 4 of Guernseys, unfortunately enough. Love this Guernsey, but again, unfortunately enough, with the amount of great Guernseys, this one just doesn't fit in to the rest, and there is some better than this. Now, next up is the Western Bulldogs, quite similar to last year, I believe. Not really a lot going on the top of the Guernsey. That's probably why it is down this far. Otherwise, I feel like if there was a little bit more going on the top of the Guernsey, this definitely had the competitor of being a top 4. But unfortunately enough, just not really a lot going on the top. Has probably cost it a spot. Now, next up, I'm going to say Sydney. Now, you guys probably thought when I was saying my review, and you guys were probably like, oh, top 4 for sure. Well, unfortunately enough, I'm just having second thoughts about the blue. I'm just not sure if the blue on the Guernsey really seems to fit. Now, I love this doing connections and all that, but I'm just not sure if blue on a Sydney Guernsey really has a great role there. So I'm just not sure about that one, but yeah, I'm unlucky to miss the top 8. Next up, we've got Richmond. Brilliant Guernsey here. Fantastic Guernsey is Richmond. I do love this one with the yellow and everything going on inside. Not really a lot going on the outside. And I do definitely think that is, again, what would have cost its place in the top 8 or top 4. Next up, I have Brisbane. Fantastic Guernsey. I love this Guernsey, and that's why it's ranked quite high on the end. It's towards the top end. Brilliant Guernsey. Love it. Fantastic. Again, I love the maroon and everything. And yeah, everything is really great about this Guernsey. Just thought there were a few better ones than this, but this is a still great Guernsey, this one. Next up, I'm going to say Adelaide. Now, this was a tough call. I was debating about which Guernsey am I going to put next, which is showing that this Guernsey and from now on were all very, very quality, that I found it so hard to pick which one goes next. Adelaide, very unlucky to be in the position that they are, but I still love the Guernsey. But I just feel like the other Guernseys won it by a millimetre or so per Guernsey. Crazy. The next Guernsey is GWS. Again, another hard call. Again, really hard to pick these Guernseys which are going in the position. Love this Guernsey on the orange. It looks fantastic. A great design. And I think this is a top 4 Guernsey, I believe. I think this Guernsey goes 5th, I reckon. So, again, unlucky to miss out on the top 4. And we will be heading to the top 4 Guernseys now. And these Guernsey will be the best of the best. Now, in 4th, I'm going Carlton. Love the Guernsey. It brings life to Carlton and their Guernsey, and it looks fantastic. The grey, the blue, the black, amazing, fantastic. Top 4 Guernsey for sure. Now, in 3rd, we have got Essendon. I love the fade and everything like that. It looks amazing, fantastic. The red and the black, amazing. They're going to be wearing this proudly on Dreamtime at the G, and I reckon they're going to look amazing running around in this one. It's going to be fantastic. Looks amazing. It's a top 3, so very unlucky to miss out on top 2. And now top 2. We've got North Melbourne and Melbourne battling it out. Let's go and see who's second. So in 2nd, North Melbourne have copped defeat to Melbourne. North Melbourne Guernsey, unfortunately enough, is not the best Indigenous Guernsey 2 years in a row, in my opinion. It sits 2nd this year. And look, it's a fantastic Guernsey. I love it. It looks fantastic. Top 2 for me. Looks amazing. The Guernsey's fantastic. I love it. Let's go and check out first. First is Melbourne. You just can't beat the fade. The fade and how everything looks amazing on this Guernsey. You never were going to beat this Guernsey. I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, and compared it to the rest, I was like, yeah, this is going to be the top Guernsey. I just loved the way it looked. And, the only team that could really compete was North Melbourne, I thought. And, couldn't compete. The fade, the colours, the design, fantastic. It is amazing. So that is going to be it for today's video. All fantastic, amazing Indigenous Guernseys. Now, this is my opinion. You guys can let me know your ranking, your opinion in the comments section. So, this has been a long video. It took a little while to make as well. Sorry for the few mistakes that were in this video. I just couldn't cut them out just because of the amount of time this video took to make and how quickly I wanted to upload it. Yeah, this wasn't enough time, but thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys will never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye everyone, Flaming Footy out.